Y'all, isn't that beautiful? I hope it's made some seeds and I get some more next year. That's what the leaf looks like. And that fence is 4 foot tall, I think. So it's almost 4 foot tall, and y'all, this fence is 6 foot tall. And this one is almost 6 foot tall. The zinnias are so beautiful. I have some more that'll be budding out in a few days, and we'll see what color those are. Now there's a little tomato plant, and look, I guess that's a cucumber growing up in the fence. I'm gonna show y'all. Brinley, stay inside the fence, baby. We go walking in a minute. Y'all look at that. That fence is 4 foot tall. That cucumber is growing. And those pots are just beautiful. That's gonna be so pretty in the fall if it lives. And that touch me not is just loaded with seeds. So I've been taking the seed pods like this and busting them, and there's the seeds inside. And then I throw them on the ground and hope we get some more. There's a few more coming up. Y'all, my mailbox is looking so good with that hyacinth bean vine. Isn't that beautiful on that mailbox? Oh goodness, those guineas are getting after it. I'll show y'all these sunflowers that opened up. I've been showing y'all and they weren't in bloom. Now look at them, isn't that pretty? I wish they'd stay like that, y'all. They just don't last very long at all. See the one down there on the end, it's drooping. That was the first one open. But I just love that. I think that's so pretty. I've been looking at that out the window today. Y'all, that's got to be over 6 foot tall. It's a good bit taller than I am. And that stalk, geez, man, it might be 2 inches around. Somebody was talking about how big that stalk was the other day, but isn't that beautiful? The birds did a good job. And that little tree has been blooming for a couple of weeks now. It's gonna be real pretty. It is growing. It's gonna be a nice little shade tree over here. And give me some pretty flowers. The cosmos, y'all, they just do great in this weather. See, the seeds are forming in there. It gets heavy and then it droops. And then it ain't long till we have to pull it up. Another little zinnia. We have some more stuff that'll be blooming, and that is getting huge. It probably won't bloom till September, October. I finally got out here yesterday, y'all, and cleaned this bird bath out. I know them birds are happy about that. And that angel trumpet is growing good. I just set that out a few months ago. Confederate rose. And all my vines on the railing over here are doing great. I got all kinds of vines growing over there that'll be blooming. Ooh, y'all, I've been edging and pulling weeds and spraying weeds, and gosh. I don't know why that one's not very dark, but it's not. That's a very light pink one. The other ones are really, really dark. All those banana trees down there, remember that's the ones the flood washed over? I bet that one's close to 5 foot tall. And my I thought it washed away my weeping willow. Y'all, I think it buried it. I may have said this under another video. But y'all see that little spindly stuff with them little long leaves? I do believe that that's a tree coming up. There's a spot over here, 2 spots over there, y'all. So I may have 3 trees from that one branch. And I thought it washed this one off, and I think it just broke it off. So that's 4 weeping willows over here. So I may have to transplant. I may have to transplant some. This is the weeping willow here. One, very small. It was a little branch. Y'all, probably 12 or 15 inches long, just like this limb. And y'all look at that. The tallest part of that is probably 6 foot. That's how much it's grown since I was here last July the 4th. And my ground cover is starting to take over the creek bank. That's looking real pretty. And I noticed I had another little red banana coming up right there. And my teacup elephant ears came up over here. I thought they were gone. And there's a little purple upright elephant ear springing out. Y'all, everything just got buried when it flooded. So it's just had to have time to come back up. It's another swing over here by the creek I've showed y'all. But I thought that fern was gone, and it's back. And I thought this moonflower was dead. And y'all, that's probably 4 foot wide. And the white Texas star, this is another angel trumpet, and I thought it was dying. And it's come back, and there's more fern, and the ground cover is doing great. And these crinum lilies will be blooming in a few days. And these are white, and they look like 4 o'clock. So when those bloom, I'm going to show y'all what that looks like. But the heart vine, everything down through there is doing good. The heart vine's growing good on the bicycle like I wanted. All these hostas are coming back up from the flood. And these are doing great over here. So pretty. Y'all, if you touch them, you'll be orange. There's little powder on those little things sticking out there, whatever they are. And let me tell you, if you brush them, you'll be orange and yellow, I promise. But I'm going to show y'all for the ones that might not have seen the other video. See those little black dots down in there? Those are the seeds. Now there's a lot falling off over here, but I've been taking some and y'all putting them other places in the yard. I bought a handful of these over here, and I just strode them about a 10-foot area. And y'all see what I got from that. So now that they're seeding, next year, y'all, I'm trying to pick some seeds off while I'm over here, so when I walk back to the other side of the yard, I can throw them out. And you'll notice some will be bigger and some will be smaller, and pick the bigger ones. The bigger ones are more mature, and that's what you want. Whew, y'all, I'm sweating so bad. My little peach trees, they got washed over by the flood, and they're coming back up. And I got some new lettuces. That's carrots, and I got some new lettuce coming up. And y'all, those are little okra plants that I planted. And this squash over here is just taking over everything. That's the baby butternut squash. And those will be ready in a few weeks. They kind of get ready in the fall. And I don't have any squash ready. I got only 3 squash plants, and I'm getting all the squash I want. All that I can eat. And I sowed the mustard greens, and they're coming up. There's more cucumbers. And I've already picked tomatoes, but there's more tomatoes we'll get tomorrow. And Miss Manila, look at these cantaloupes loaded with blooms. I don't know if they'll produce fruit, but we got cantaloupes. That's your seed you sent me. The first ones I planted, the flood took out. But you see all those yellow blooms? Miss Manila, are you watching? My sweet friend, me and Brindley love you. I hope that makes cantaloupes. Ooh-wee, me and Brindley love them. And watermelons. And there's my little grape tomatoes. Y'all, there's 2 or 3 of those plants across here. They just came up from where seeds fell last year off of these out of the bucket, I guess. There's some of the little grape. I have the yellow grape, the yellow round, the black ones. What are they called, y'all? The little black cherry tomatoes. Black cherry? I just went blank. Something's been eating on that one, doggone it. Some kind of critter. But I got a lot. And I picked all my cucumbers, and see, there's a whole ton gonna be on that one again, y'all. I'm getting plenty of cucumbers and plenty of squash. This one don't have any more blooms, but I've got a bunch of cucumbers off of it. Fig's looking good. And I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a squash or if that's a cucumber. But y'all, those tomato plants, y'all, are 5 or 6 foot tall in the highest part, and y'all can see they are loaded with blooms. Those do well every year for me. There's lots of blooms down there too. But y'all will get sick of seeing this over and over. I tried to put some weed killer out on a bunch of this. I hope it works. I just hadn't had time. It's been too hot. There's a whole bunch of those little squash, and y'all, those are very similar to I got broccoli making, but y'all, I think it's too hot. I think it's too hot. I think it's gonna die. I think it kind of was stunted, and then the worms cut it, and then when it came back out, it's too hot. So I don't think it's gonna make. And y'all, usually I have so much broccoli, I have put tons in the freezer, and I still have some in the freezer. And that's celery growing. And I think we've about made the rounds. The hyacinth bean vine is growing good. I'll be glad when it starts blooming, y'all. It's beautiful. It's growing up over the trellis. And everything's looking good. Me and Brindley are happy in our little Alita Creek paradise. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 hydrangeas in that bed that I put in there for my cutting. Mojito. Maple tree's doing good. And I'm telling you, that elephant ear right there is huge. I don't even know how wide it is. I need to measure it. And my Texas star is blooming. And y'all, I waited, this is late in the evening, and we missed the bloom. It's closing up, but we'll be getting more blooms. I did get some pictures. I sent Miss Rowdy some pictures because she was wanting to know what they look like. And y'all, everything's looking good. Y'all be blessed and know you're loved. And Jesus loves you more. Y'all see my beautiful edge I put on my driveway? I'm getting pretty good with that machine. Y'all, I never used one before. I've only used it twice. But I think it's looking really nice. But y'all be blessed. Don't forget to say your prayers. Me and Brinley love y'all. Y'all see that? That's what those orange flowers do. I've been away from those flowers for a while, and I looked over, thought I was bleeding, and then I realized what it was. So I just wanted to show y'all. When I told y'all it'd make you orange, well, there you go.